So of course all the animals here we build a bond with and a connection, so we're very fortunate to be working with them. We get visitors and volunteers from all over the world. I think we have a dream job, so...
Yeah, it's been a home for the past 6.5 years for me. Animals have pretty much been my family. We spend more time in a day with these animals than we do with our own families, so we get connected to them, we get connected to the place in a way that very few people will ever get to experience. So there's no words that really can describe it other than family.
I don't think there's anything that it doesn't mean to me, I'll put it to you that way. It's the cause for my existence actually, so it means in that sense everything. It's my passion, it's my work, it's my life. It feeds me, keeps me going, motivates me to get up in the morning. Pretty much everything.
If we weren't here to look after them anymore, then, you know, it's a scary question as well. Where are they going to go? Who's going to look after them? So
You got to stay positive and hope things are going to get better. Otherwise, it's not a very bright future.
I've got no words. I don't know how I would live without it. I've been here for more than half of my life already, and I don't know how I would actually. I don't know what to say, to be honest.
yeah.
We've made this our commitment to look after these animals, and it would be really hard to see if they had to go somewhere else. Yeah.
We are in a very scary time, and we will not stop. We will not give up. We will be here every day to take care of our furry family. But we can't do it without financial support. And we need your help.
Hey peeps, how you doing? Just I thought I'd play that at the beginning. Just to kind of just to land the message. So if you haven't seen this, this is the Cango-thon 2021, sorry, that we've been taking part in all month, and yeah, it's looking, as you can see from the little meter there at the top, it's looking like we've made a pretty good progress. I think today is the last day, but there's probably a bunch of people collecting and a bunch of people that are going to be paying in money and stuff over the next bit. So all reports are we're pretty close to hitting the target. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Hey Swifty, hey Daniel, hey Fauna, hey Becca Boo, hey Lindsay, hey Adventure Ruff, hey Elephant Puppet, hey Wes. This is indeed a stream for you, Elephant Puppet. Why did you just put the graphic back on super low? What do you mean? Does this look really low? Does the little logo thing look really low? looks all right to me. I think it's just kind of small. So we're going to be working on. Let me know, guys, if that looks all right to me. I think it's fine. Why did you just put the graphic back on super low? Are you saying that the game's graphics? Yeah, no, it's everything is normal. Everything is normal. Yeah, it might just be that that YouTube did it. Especially on your phone. At the moment, there's a whole thing that I notice all the time because they've changed all the buttons and everything recently. The graphics. Oh, I see. You make a funny. You was making a funny. He's making a funny that we went from the real zoo to the game zoo. I understand. Yes, how's everyone doing? Everyone's doing well. As I said, this is all kind of yeah. I've been quite glad to be involved in this project. Actually, it's been quite nice to do something. I've watched that video that I played at the beginning a few times. And I don't know. I think I said this on previous streams. I'm not going to labour it too much today because yeah, it's just one of those things. It's nice to do something for people that are clearly passionate about something, and yeah, they seem like a really good group of people. Unfortunately, it's the Cango is probably in the sort of state that a lot of zoos are at the moment. But right, so we've got a few things going on today. We need to get the elephants in. This is the big plan for today. There is also a few giveaways to do. So as part of this whole kind of Kangathon thing, we've been given very generously a bunch of keys from a bunch of different game developers. So we'll be doing these over the course of the stream. So it'll probably be a couple of hours of stream. We have got a couple of Planet Zoo keys. So base game. So sorry, you need to have the base game for the two Planet Zoo keys. I have an Arctic DLC and Australia DLC to give away. And we also have two games, one called Serin Fate, which is a PC game, and one called Iris and the Giant. So I looked at these briefly. Iris and the Giant looks kind of fun, but we'll do that. We'll probably do the first giveaway in about 20 minutes or something. And it will just be like a pretty simple kind of do something in the chat type dealy, keyword in the chat or something. It looks as insane and amazing. Thank you very much. Keys? I'm still waiting on your house keys. Get away from me, you stalker. So let's get some music on as well. Is that playing? Play? Oh, that's gonna happen. That's going to happen throughout the stream. Awesome. So that was... Can I read that? External... I can't barely read that. So I didn't get the chance to read that. External something? I didn't get the chance to read it. But thank you very much for the donation. There's a bunch of different people streaming at the same time, guys. So there's going to be probably a bunch of different ones of those. So it might be people that are not in my chat. We shall see. I'm good, Swifty. Yeah, I'm good. I am good. Right, so let's get the elephants in. So this is an elephant habitat I created ages ago. So it's gonna need some tweaking and some love, I think. Where was it? Strange. Elephants, right. Is this the actual habitat? Yes. So my plan is, let's just try and get this orientated. God, it's way bigger than I thought it was. It's huge! Okay, so I built this as a standalone habitat. So this is going to take some... This is definitely going to take some finagling. I think it probably needs to be a bit further away than that. Let me just have a little look at my plan. So this area is going to have elephants, lions, rhinos, and the big water buffalo river in it. Let's try and do it like there. So this would all be like backstage. I think that makes kind of sense. And then where's that? I've got like a road down the side of this. That's on the other side. Oh, it's there. There's the gate. Okay, so the plan is to try and find a way of blending this in. I guess it doesn't need to be straight, does it? It can be on a jaunt. Maybe let's do that. Let's see how this works. Right, so let's find a point that we can level off. Don't know what I like more, elephants or rhinos. I haven't really looked at the rhinos yet. Either of the rhinos. I have to say I love the elephants. There's such a... Some of the animals have got... I don't know if it's... They just feel like they've got a premium to them. Yeah, I think so. I think there'll be a white rhino. So I'm doing these kind of 3 biomes. Grassland. Oh, it's kind of on a ridge. Yeah, that's not right. Grassland, desert, and rainforest, and the desert one is going to have the fennec fox and the meerkat habitat in, and maybe the aardvark habitat that I made as well. So it's not going to let me put it all the way down where I want it. I don't think I'm going to have penguins. I don't actually think I'm going to have penguins. I have kind of a different plan for penguins. And I don't kind of feel like they fit to what I'm doing in this one. What did I do with this? See, I want it like that and everything else recessed. I guess I can just kind of make it work. So these buildings and everything will just get replaced. I think we'll just do that and then we'll kind of just have to make it work. I don't trust... Oh, wait, what? I'm moving all my screen around. Don't trust stairs that are all... What? Don't trust stairs, they are always up to something. You're in a strange mood, Wes. You're in a strange mood. For some reason I've decided to switch all my windows around today. Oh, did I just... Oh, crapping hell. Right, one more time, Toves. Okay, so we want it like out there. Been out in the sun. It's a bit cooler today. It's been raining all day here. It's the first day in ages it's not been absolutely boiling. Oh, that's why I didn't place. Terrain modification failed. Come on, you can do it. What's it having issues with? Been lovely and sunny here. Yeah, it's been raining all day here. So that should work. I wonder if I should just be able to... Come on, place. Why is this so painful sometimes? Did I go down at that level? Will that place? Huh. You were mowing today. 92 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that in centigrade? That's in the upper 20s, is it? Placed it a minute ago. Why can't I place it now? I want to place it. Where's my gate gone? Gate is here. I wonder if that's what the problem is. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Maybe if we go up a tiny little bit more. Been in the car all day, so I don't really know how hot it will be when I get home. Yeah, I went for a walk in the rain earlier. It was like, yeah, super hot. Super hot, but not nice. It's just kind of grey. Come on, game. You can do it. You can do this. You got this. Place. Terrain modification failed again. Okay, let's try just flattening it all out for a second. I wonder if it's that bit of path that's randomly over there. What do you call a holly deer? A holy deer, do you mean? No, I don't know. Yeah, I really do as well. Sounds a bit weird, but something really peaceful about walking in the rain. I enjoy walking in. I enjoy walking just after the rain as well. Oh dear, that's terrible. That is terrible. I think the worst dad joke of the night. Let's definitely donate to Cango. That was pretty shocking. Shocking. Yeah, no, I enjoy walking in the rain. It's just everything else is quiet, isn't it? Everything else is quiet, and then it's just the rain, and there's usually like people not around very much. I've lost it again now. Where is it? There. Right, we'll spend the next 10 minutes trying to place this damn thing down. I could try a different. I'm wondering if it's the gate. Okay, let's go that way round. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy and the other is a little lighter. Yay, I like that one. I like that one. I want to keep that one for myself. Place. Oh, it placed. Woohoo, right, we can make that work. That's a good one, Lindsay. I like that one. Yeah, sometimes you get a joke and you're like, oh, I just really want to remember that one. Because it's nice and neat for telling. Okay, this is fine. This is all good. Right, so we might do a bit of a spruce up on this. The old sprucey goosey. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Weird things like that. I built this ages ago. It's not too bad. It sort of stands up. It's actually supposed to be... What's going on in there? Got a whole like chunk missing. Oh well. Don't. Right, so this can be. So we've got our gate. So this is all going to be like the loading bay over here. Yeah, it's a double. It's like a double paddock. So it's elephant, like big elephant paddock here, and then another one on the other side, and then it's split in the middle. And it's sort of implied that this is where the feeding is from, but it's not. and then there's a gate out this way. Can't remember if there's a gate on the other side. Is there a way to get these guys out? Oh no, there isn't. Oh no, there isn't. How does one get them out? They've got these kind of bump bars around the edges. I thought that was quite, yeah, I still quite like this one. Right. But it's going to need some work because it's a bit raggedy. Right, I think we'll leave those there for now. And let's see where the paths are going to be. I'll try and run this back over. Yeah, it's the sort of thing that I really wish the game kind of supported. The idea was that one of them was like a backstage habitat, so you'll see that this has got all like guest area for it, and then this doesn't really have a guest area for it. It's not got a path and stuff around it. That was always the plan. See how we're going to get on with this path. This might be fun. So the path actually comes... When does the path come into the habitat? Over here. Okay. And there's some guests spawning. Why don't crabs give to charity because they're shellfish? Yeah, slightly better. Slightly better. I think crabs are actually a mollusk. I might be wrong. I don't think they're shellfish. Never mind. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm wrong. Are they like are they a crustacean? I get your point. I did the... Oh god. You're not allowed just to read these off the internet. You got to actually have them in your locker. Why did the man name his dogs Rolex and Timex? Oh god. Because they were watchdogs. Yeah, that's you went up and then you went down. This is going to be the problem with this. Is getting the path. Actually, it's not too bad. So we're gonna have one of those disappearing feet situations. Oh god, look at my previously shoddy workmanship. The old Z fighting. Can I not put a path? I seem to be able to detach myself from this node for some reason. There we go. Actually, let's make this. Yeah, I want to get. I'll get the sort of as much of this done as I can. Well, as started as much as I can. I might end up changing this whole kind of barrier. I've noticed more and more recently how the guests don't really tend to stick to the path. Just enough that they clip into stuff all the time, which is always kind of annoying. But if you do what I'm doing here, which is, you know, overlapping slightly the edge of my barrier, they're going to be clipping out at the edge of that. So I'm going to try and avoid that as much as I can. There we go, that's better. Oh god, I feel like we've opened the floodgates. What happens when it rains cats and dogs? You have to be careful to not step in a poodle. That one's not too bad. I don't mind that one. You redeemed yourself a little. Maybe just leave it there because you're on the. See, you should take a leaf out of Lindsay's book. She was just like one and done. She came in, she had a good joke. Oh, she dropped it in the chat, and then she was like, "Yep, my work here is done." I like that one as well. So I'm saying maybe now time maybe now's the time to quit. Maybe quit with your head. Okay, that can just end there. So we got round here. Yeah, all of this is gonna probably be rejigged anyway, so this can come into here. So I was thinking about making one side of this the rhinos, but I think I'll make a separate thing for the rhinos. This is all a bit wild, isn't it? This is all a bit overgrown. But dad jokes. Carry on if you like, but if they're not getting if they're not going to get better than the poodle, I feel like you might have wasted your time. Yeah, most people do though, right? Adventure Alpha, I think most people do. It is one of those things. I have been tempted a few times just to say there's no guests, just to not bother at all. Because this is a perfect example where all of this, the trouble is all of this is going to be, my guests are going to be ankle deep in this. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, that's another one of those things that, like, Prehistoric Kingdom, it's just the guests walk on top of stuff. So you just put a path up to the edge of this and the guests will walk all over it. You don't have to do all this silliness. Oh, come on. I mean, I guess we could end it there. This is the trouble when you drop down, when you drop a blueprint into another zoo, you never quite get the terrain exactly right. So obviously in the original build of this would have been a bit neater. But let's see what it looks like when we get guests in anyway. So this is the path coming in. So that's interesting. So that's gonna need some planning. I guess I could bring the path in over there anyway. Maybe there's an in and then an out. That probably makes more sense. So we push a hole through here somewhere. It's one of those things. I don't think it's ever going to change. I mean, maybe when they do Planet Coaster 2, we'll get a different set of pathing mechanics, but I don't think we're going to be honest. I think it's going to be this is what we've got. I mean, the biggest way to improve it would be to do what they've done in Prehistoric Kingdom, where it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much. Now, there's a few things you can kind of see they could do, like I was saying in the video the other day. There's like null pathing, so you know you don't actually have anything. You don't have a need to have something placed. This is going to be a challenge, isn't it? That is quite the terrain shift, quite the level shift there. So I guess we need to probably start coming down straight away. Okay, right, so let's get rid of a little bit of this path for a second. So let's see if we can do the old trick with a vehicle. So let's go from like there. feel like it could just be like make the barrier line where they can walk and they can't walk on like terrain. Well, I think that's basically what they've done in Prehistoric Kingdom. They've just kind of gone anything that's not terrain. Yeah, they've determined a few things that guests can walk on and can't walk through. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. So guests can't walk on the rocks, for example. I don't think. It's very clever. It's a lot of very clever things they've done in that game. So this is probably going to have to like snake, I think, to get up to that level. But that's all right. We'll just make it all at that, that level of the terrain is what happens back there for a bit. And this is all going to be leveled up to that level. So this always takes a few attempts. So what I don't want is like an 8 degree, 3 degrees is like the sort of level that you can push a wheelchair up, or a pushchair. Much more than that, you're going to struggle. So that's a decent guide for how like steep a slope should be. So I'm using the tunnelling on the tracks because it just gives you a smoother. It gives you that, because you can use the tunnelling to make the slope. So if you haven't seen that before, it's a handy little trick. And I should just be able to bust. In theory, just bust through there. Let's go back down again. If I get this right the first time, it'll be amazing. Well, actually, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think that will do nicely. Right, so in theory, now get rid of the trap ride, and you've got a nice little platform to put your path on that isn't like a crazy steep slope. Takes a bit of finagling because it won't be perfect. Need one of those Stanner stairlift things just on a straight line so it travels around. Yeah, you don't really. I mean, I guess there could be a. That looks like it's got steep there. I guess there could be a monorail thing, but I don't think there will be in this one. It's all a bit kind of budget Zimba. Not budget. Well, not budget in terms of the animal care as such, but right, shall we do our first giveaway? Let's have a little look see. Right, so let's do well, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm trying to remember how this works. Right, one second, peeps. Right, so we're going to do a giveaway for Serin Fate. That's the first one that I've been given, which is a bit. It looks a bit like I guess it looks a bit like Animal Crossing. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it up. Get the trailer up, and then we'll do. So it says, evil is afoot. Welding your new magic, bound into a mysterious monster-infested land to uncover ancient relics and restore restore the Fate Stone. Along the way, explore the depths of every nook to find creatures, garner ingredients, train in witchery, and craft new equipment. So I don't know anything about this really, but we shall see. Hey Shibal, hey, thanks for the subscription, sophisticated trash. Welcome. Right, so how this works is, I'm trying to remember how this works. Giveaways. Okay, so keyword is going to be. So I don't know anything about this game really, but I'll play the trailer in a second. Has it got a trailer that I can play? It has. Hold on then. Let's pause the music. Right. So keyword is going to be. It's going to be. Is that right? I can't remember how you do this anymore. It's going to be Serin. So type Serin in the chat, and that will get you into. That will get you get you in the role for this game. I think that's it. I think I've just done it. I think it's just picking up everybody who's saying anything. Oh no, it's not. Right. So Adventure Raff is entered. Wes is entered. Right. So let's watch the trailer for a second. Hold on. It's not actually on screen yet, is it? Golden Bennett. Let's get it on screen. I can't see my own desk. There we go. Right. God, it's very loud. I've got no idea if this is good or not, but it's free, so. So yeah, it kind of indie thing. Looks kind of cool. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Oh, gold. That one. So, let's get out of that again. Stop! We must stop. There we go. Right. So, have we got anyone? Did anyone enter? We got Adventurer, Floris, Schlief, Wes, J Blaze. Yeah, it does feel like Stardew Valley. That was the title I was trying to find. Right, so anybody else wants to enter? You've got 30 seconds from now, and then we'll do the next one in like 20 minutes again. As I said, I've got 2 of these keys that are Planet Zoo related. So Arctic DLC and Australia DLC, and then Iris the Giant. Iris the Giant actually looks quite cool. I looked at that one earlier. Okay, so the trick will be to try and make this all kind of work and flatten it out, because you want it all to be like a bit more leveled across here, really, because it's not quite going to be wide enough for a path. Anyway, right. So we've got. There's only 4 of you in at the moment. I'm going to spin the wheel. It's called. What was it called? It was called Serin Fate. Right, I'm rolling. Da, 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 da. Did someone get it? I should say. Does it not come up in the chat who got it? There we go. It was a bit delayed, but yeah, it did come up in the chat who got it. Sweet. So well done, Adventure Raff. Congratulations. I will send you the key. In fact, yeah, hit me up on. Hang on, can I message you? Yeah, you'll have to hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Discord or after the or whenever, and I'll send you the. I'll send you the keys. I didn't think of that actually. How do I give the people the keys? Was the bit I was missing in my logic. Yeah, so hit me up on Discord. Exclamation mark Discord is my Discord group. Right, let's do this. Let's go back to. Let's put the music back on again. Okay, right. So let's get this going. Okay, so let's see. So what you end up with, unfortunately, See how that's like, sometimes it's all right and sometimes it's not. Like, it's not, a lot of it is not. So we've got to try and kind of flatten to surface. I think the best one is that one. You just want to get a bit more extra. You know, it's kind of flattening it on the bits, a little bit more of a platform. Hopefully that will make it work. So these are all the sorts of things that yeah, when you place down something like that, it just looks ugly for now, but once it's all kind of blended in, it should be all right. I don't tend to go with any paths that are over 4 meters really very often, especially when you're like, if you've got paths that are like kind of just traveling between places, then I don't ever feel like they really need the path to be more than 4 meters. 4 meters is pretty big. What I tend to do is just have, like, you know, little plazas or little bits come in. Come on, this could just work, couldn't it? It could just be nice and work. Little plazas and little viewing points coming off of things, rather than actually kind of big thick paths. God, this is painful. The other way you can do this is to use the terrain tool, is to use the, like, what's it called? The sculptor tool. That works sometimes. I feel like I'm probably making this worse. Because if I do that, it's just going to burrow it all out. Come on. What about if we go up there first? Come back down again. We go from there. I don't mind it being a little bit rough, but I don't want it to be... See, why is that not working? Maybe that tiny little bit on the left hand side. Hey Muffler T, how you doing? Hope you're well. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. Right, this is going to be painful. Let's take that out. For some reason my control key is not disconnecting the path. There we go. It doesn't seem to want to disconnect the path node. Come on, you can do that. Come on, look. You're right there. Why can't you just join up? Oh, oh. Oh, it did it for a second. It's so unhelpful. Oh, oh. It did it. It did it. Wait. Why is it so bloody unhelpful, this thing? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you very much. Why is it always so painful? Let's give it another little click. Let's see if that does it. Now it's all keen to get up there. Now it's all like, yeah, let me up there, let me up there. Trying to just get stop. Just trying to get a piece here. Okay, what about one there? Oh, it's so stupid, isn't it? Why? The thing is, you got to be careful. The more you do this, the more you end up just kind of not really making it a slope, and it ends up being lumpy. You don't really realise until you come down to ground level that you've made it all lumpy again. See, I've made that awful. There's no easy way of doing this sort of stuff. There's loads of different techniques, and they're all a pain, and none of them really end up being that good. There we go. Did we get there in the end? We got progress. We made progress. Are you thinking PZ will be my comfort game? Paths, think exactly. Totally right. As I said, I have literally considered. Oh, you're such a pit. Oh, I have literally considered just not putting paths in things before. Just been like, screw the guests. Who needs guests anyway? Who needs guests anyway? Thing is, all things that are difficult come with an element. I was going to say an elephant of satisfaction. An elephant of satisfaction at the end of them. That's what I tell myself in life anyway. That's what I tell myself in life. Like, whenever things hard, you're like, you'll have a day when it's not. You'll have days when it's not pain. Virtual reality zoo. Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like a private zoo. But yeah, your one works as well. And now it doesn't join onto the... Oh, okay, there isn't actually a node there, is there? So that's path. That's path. Thought we had path here already, but... Oh, there we go. Join up. There we go. That's not too bad. I think that's doable. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a bit rough here. I might go back and do that bit at a later point, and it is a bit rough here as well. But hey ho. Right, so you have to kind of use your imagination. That the rest of it all is smoothed. It's all smoothed up to this point, so it's a bit more of a gradual. I mean, in fact, we could just have. I mean, that could be rock, I guess. I'm looking at a plan. So this is my. Yeah, so my desert. My desert is going to have to be over here then, isn't it? So this is all going to be. This is going to be staff building. What's that? Backstage habitat. Staff parking. Loading bay. Quarantine. So this is all going to be like off access to the guests anyway. So maybe this is pretty much the edge. Somewhere over here there's a continuing path. Oh no, I'm sorry, not on that side, is it? It's on the other side. So it comes round and it would come out the other side somewhere. So let's flatten a load of this. Just to do that, just to kind of get a sense that that's all going to be up at that level. Okay, right, so we've obviously got the barrier in the wrong place here, because this is a barrier, so I could pick up the whole habitat, and this is not actually where the barrier is, so we can get rid of all of that. Right, and then I guess this was probably a gate, which is why it's not worked. In fact, I think I had here it's technically 3 habitat gates, but because I wanted this to look like it was the implied in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go and actually check what I did. We'll jump over to the actual build that I did originally. Yeah, virtual reality zoo would work, wouldn't it? But then you wouldn't have to have any of this, would you? Would they? I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's a question. Does a virtual reality zoo have real animals in it? I guess it probably does. Right, so this was the actual one-off habitat that I built with the elephants in it. Yeah, so it is all raised anyway. It's just a bit more blended in. So there's a gate there. There's a gate there, and then what's going on in here? There's another gate there. Why is that gate there? See, I think I just did that because there's a third gate here. Technically this is a habitat, and I think I just did that in order to have keepers occasionally come through this door and do nothing. But I don't think they do. So I could now replace that with a mesh door, and that is easy to fix. And then that one's kind of easy to fix as well. But there's no big access for these guys. There's no like big gate for these guys like this side. And where have I actually got the barriers? Okay, the barrier's pretty simple. Looks like it just follows that. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, that's easy enough. Right, shall we do another load? Do another giveaway while it's loading? Since he's on a roll. Right, how do I reset this? Reset. Cancel giveaway. Hold on, peeps. Right. So let's do a giveaway for one of the. Sure, let's do a giveaway for the Planet Zoo Arctic DLC. So you have to have the game for this one. You have to have the game, and it will be. What should we do? Let's do. We'll just do keyword. Will be Arctic. Hopefully that works. So guessing a lot of people will probably already have this. It doesn't matter too much if we don't give them away. I'll give them back. But the zoo I volunteer at has a 360 camera inside of the red handers habitat, which you can view online. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think a lot of them do have those things now. I feel like that was quite weird, wasn't it? So yeah, Arctic for this one, guys. If you want to get the if you want to win the Arctic DLC for PZ, so you have to have the base game already. So it doesn't matter too much if we don't give it away. I'll give it back to them. The only DLCs I don't have is the latest two. Yes, I don't have. I've got an Australia key to give away as well, which we'll do in a bit. But I think they just so they all got divvied out separately. So at the moment it's only J-Blaze, so you've got a high probability of winning. Oh, did I say Daniel as well? Yeah, Daniel in as well. So it's kind of the advantage of coming into a live stream with someone who's not got a load of people watching. You're like, you got a high probability. Oh, Shim Shim's in as well. Oh, you're going to get the game, Shimmer? I didn't know you had it. You're going to get it. You should get it. It's beautiful. Right, so we'll give you a few minutes on that. Sorry, Joe Blaze. Sorry. We'll give you a few minutes. Everybody can catch up. So Arctic in the chat if you want to get the Arctic DLC. As I said, you have to have the base game already. Right, so barrier here. It should be simple enough. The only thing I'm not sure about. I'm gonna get it. It's one I've really wanted. It's so good, and the Arctic pack is actually quite underrated, I would say. There's some really useful pieces in the Arctic pack, and the animals are not bad as well. I quite like the animals. What's the giveaway winner win? Hey Jake, yeah, the giveaway winner wins the Arctic DLC. I went to buy it and was like, wait, I already have it. Oh really? Oh cool. There you go. Oh, it's gonna put the barrier up there into the string. Right, so we'll give that a spin. We'll do 1 minute more. So Arctic in the chat if you want to win the Arctic DLC. I'm trying to think of what animals were in the Arctic DLC now. The doll sheep was the polar bear. Is that wrong? Was the polar bear in there? I guess it doesn't matter if I have it up here. The Arctic fox, yeah. Someone was asking me in I think it was in the Reddit comment today. Someone was asking me whether I'd kind of indulged in the in all the modded stuff yet, and I haven't really, because there's so many animals that I haven't ever really touched in the game. The reindeer, yeah. So the doll sheep, the reindeer. Was it a wolf? Oh, the Arctic wolf. Yeah, that's right. The brown bear. I don't know. Was that in there? All right, let's give it a spin. See who wins. Good luck, everybody. There you go. Jay Blaze, you won it. Well done, well done, well done. So yeah, hit me up in the Discord after. Either message me or join the Discord or whatever. Hey Robert, how you doing, buddy? So we've got Australia DLC to give away still, and Iris the Giant, which I don't really know what that's about, but we can watch the trailer for that one. I think I looked at that one and it was kind of cool looking. Right. Yeah, Australia DLC I think was the first one that had really new mechanics in it in terms of the birthing stuff. And has some really good pieces. The pieces that the packs that are really good, I think, have got like generic enough pieces, to not make them so heavily themed. Because that's kind of the thing. One of the things about Planet Zoo is that it's really easy to end up having everything looking like a kind of fantasy zoo, which you can definitely do. Like if that's your taste, but they have a bit of a weird thing that zoos are not often. I've certainly never been to a zoo that's been like a theme park, which quite often some of their theming can feel like that. Okay, right. So there's one entrance that should, in theory, flatten. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. And I think I'll probably punch So there's... I've moved this round so that the gates are on this side because that's the loading bay over there. Doing right, got some bad storms that destroyed some stuff, but all good otherwise. Oh, that sucks, dude. Hope nothing too bad. Hope everybody's safe and stuff. God, it's amazing when I look at these old builds how often I see Z fighting that I wouldn't accept on a new build. Yeah, exactly. Most dudes don't have that much money. I mean, even for zoos to have like monorails and stuff. Like I remember when Chester was building theirs. I don't know if Chester. I feel like Chester's a lot of monorails. Certainly in like I know UK zoos, just they don't end up being viable. They cost so much to build. So yeah, we can probably push a gate through this hole. There's going to be some kind of weird terrain shift stuff going on here, but I think one of the things about when you're building this game is just to like have faith that most of the time you can cover stuff up. Okay, join the no worries, dude. Yeah, I'll get you sorted out with the code straight after the stream. Yeah, is to like when you build stuff in this game to know that most of the times you can cover stuff up, even when it looks like it's kind of messy. So this is all messy looking at the moment, but I'm not kind of going to worry about it too much. I'm going to have to move the gate again, I think. Just take it out a minute so that I can flatten this down. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's bring it that way. Nothing too horrible. Knocks the power lines, a couple old houses and some trees down. Break my new grill. I thought you said girl then for a second. I was like, what? Broke my new girl. That's not good. Grill. That sucks. Yeah, I would be upset about that too. And I feel ya. A man's grill is important. Almost as important as this girl. No, not saying that. Calgary Zoo has a dinosaur themed area. Calgary Zoo looks awesome. I've been looking at Calgary Zoo a bit, Shimmer, because I'm doing a Canadian zoo. This is obviously my African themed zoo, but the other one we have on the go is my Zimba zoo project. So I've been looking at Calgary for that, amongst other places. Right, that should be all right. So can I just like yoink this gate from here? Yeah, that should be all right. Do this. That's a bit small. No, that's all right. That's probably all right for an elephant. Well, that should probably not be hedge because that doesn't fit. Columbus is a ride area and a dinosaur island, which was cool. So are they like they're like dinosaur statues and stuff, are they? Yeah, I think that's quite normal. I'm thinking about a few zoos that I've been to that have got those like kind of weird dinosaur bits. I have a 2022 challenge for you today. Once the Pets DLC comes out for House of Bar, try and build a zoo. Oh, there's the drums. I can't see the donation, but if there's someone in the stream that's donated, thank you very much. Very generous of you. For some reason I can't read the donation thing that comes up. It doesn't even look like it's come up. Are you guys hearing the drums today? Because the other day we couldn't hear the drums. God, it goes on for ages. Oh, there we go. If any of you guys are seeing, or if Lindsay, if you're seeing the names of the people that are coming up in the donation there, if it's someone in the chat, I can't read it for some reason. It's it's like too small on my view. My little YouTube window's too small. Whereas usually when you have your own like things, no drums. I'm getting drums. Annoying. I was noticing that Mrs. T-Rex wasn't getting drums either. Jason Payne, thank you. Well, if you're someone in our stream, thank you very much, Jason Payne. You're very generous. The animals appreciate it. First, yeah, I didn't actually see the first one. It was quite a long name, wasn't it? Right, so this should probably be concrete bit here. YouTube for some reason won't let me send money anymore. Is there another way to donate? So the donations are, if you look at the Nightbot thing that's coming up there, it's a GoFundMe thing. If you're wanting to donate to Cango, yeah, it's a GoFundMe page. So it should have nothing to do with YouTube. First was Paul Jackson. Oh, nicely done. Thank you very much, Daniel. Well done. We'll just say thank you generically. 48 quid. Awesome. Yeah, I can't even see the actual total. I think it's because it's really small. Hold on. Yeah, so that there was some problems with the little meter thing moving the other day. It wasn't moving along. Hey Nadine, how you doing? Welcome. Hope you're all good. So it's weird it won't let me send anything to you. Well, that's alright, dude. You don't have to. As I said, it's not. This is these people that are donating are not donating to me anyway. They're donating to the Cango Wildlife Fund. So no drums again. What does that say? Charlotte something. Charlotte something. Donated £10? Does that say? I wish I could actually see. I can't see the damn number. I guess I could make it big on this screen. Yeah, that'll help. I just can't see anything else now. Lets me send to Raptor, but not you. What, are you trying to do like a super chat or something? Maybe it doesn't like me. What's your favourite species of elephant? Definitely the African. Definitely the African. Only really because I've seen African elephants in the wild and I haven't seen Indian elephants. Should be. Oh, I don't get super chats very often, but yeah, I think it. I don't remember the last time it worked, but yeah, it should work. Maybe it's just your I don't know. But yeah, don't worry about it, dude. You don't have to donate to me or anything. Just watching and subscribing and liking and all that good stuff. That helps. Right, let's make this small. Is it not getting rid of that bit? I bet it's because of the gate. Because it's an S. Right, let's get rid of that. Why? Flatten! How can it not be flattening that? Oh, it's because that's not null. And that's not null. So it'll work now. Won't it? Oh my days. Super tired, got up at 5 AM because I had to work. Possible that I won't see the end of this. No worries. No worries. Okay, why is that not... Oh, there's path there. There's path there, peeps. Come on. Come on. There's path. That's why it's not working. There we go. Because the game is precious over these things. Okay, right. Put all that back in again. Anonymous donated 20. Awesomeness. God, it's kicking along now. Thank you very much, Anonymous, if you're in my stream. Maybe we just pretend that everyone that's donated is in my stream. That'd be pretty fun. Doesn't really matter, does it? We can just say we are. We've all got the monies. Do all that. I do all that, but you're taking your time and dollars out of your day to post for us. Only fair we sometimes return the favour. That's very kind, Robert. Well, I do have like Twitch and I have Patreon, but nothing else other than Super Chat that you can. I guess you can do bits on Twitch, but nothing else. I haven't got anything else set up that's like a donation thing. Other than Super Chat, yeah. Work at 5 AM on a Sunday. I don't think I could ever commit to either of those things. 7:30 Monday to Friday is enough for me. Yeah, even that sucks big time, doesn't it? Okay, so this will stay as a null barrier. So that will all work. So we can fix all that up. So this probably will need to be... This can probably be buildings. See, some of this stuff isn't going to work. Guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay, right. So where's my? So this would get elephants in. So obviously all of this is all just like temporary, bodged up at the moment. Another one. Anonymous donated £5. Awesomeness. Thank you, peeps. The animals appreciates it. Yeah, got up at 5 AM, left home 6 AM, started working at 6. Oh, started working at 6:30. Ouch. In Belgium, the food stores are open on Sundays. It's normal working day. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, right, so let's bring some of these big fellas in. So we've done that one side. So that is... Oh, that path's all there. Okay, cool. And then where was the other barrier? Was inside here. Excuse me. So for this one, because we've got a little narrow path, let's just do that. In fact, let's not do that. Let's do... Can we pick up the grid? Yes. Yes. I'll do this. And let's see if it will let me snap a queue path off of that. It will. In fact, let's go smaller. So it doesn't need to be a path going that way. In fact, let's just do that for a second. Let's put the barrier in here. That's probably the better way to do it. Let's put that in there first. And let's snap Okay, so I've now got a queue here, so we need to switch that over to being a path. All the pathing tricks tonight, so let's do that, and then that. Dun, dun, dun. Aussie fighting everywhere. Anonymous are watching. I feel like you should have a big gate inside as well. Yeah, it should be a double gate, right? So I think there'll probably be like an airlock. There should be like an airlock here. So this should probably be like another. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing in this gap in the middle, but there should be like a system of gates, not just one gate and then out. House Flipper sent an update out on Xbox yesterday. Completely broke the game. Can't even lay floor in. Well, Daniel was saying the same thing on PlayStation, right? But it sounds like it's on Xbox as well. So they're going to walk straight through that wall if I do that. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, so barriers in there. In fact, this should be a null. So it's all right. So I've got the door inside, and then a gate, and then I think there probably should be another gate around these two areas, because the elephants, you don't want to actually be in there with them. I made it so much worse. Have garden flipper, but it won't let you do anything with the garden stuff. And crashes after 5 or 10 minutes. Can't do anything sadly. On PS5. Alright. What's this gate actually like? That's probably passable, isn't it? Serviceable, we would say. Won't let you plant or put pools or anything. Oh dear. So I was reading something the other day. I don't know if this is true, but apparently it costs. Well, there was something I was reading the other day that says that it costs them absolute fortunes to put an update onto console. So this should be concrete as well. I mean, this article I was reading was saying that it costs 40 grand, which I don't know if that's true. That would seem a bit nuts. Oh, what's the best way? I'd like to be able to make it look like this is kind of roughed up edges. Can I just maybe pull some of the terrain up? Not that much. Another one. Donated £5. Plastic Vicar. Awesomeness. Thank you very much. It's not as clean as I'd like it. Heard it cost them dollars, so you'd think they'd fix it right the first time. Yeah, it does seem like it. It doesn't seem to go that well, does it? Okay, that's not too bad. There's a little bit here that's a bit. Trying to avoid any like sharp edges. If I just push that down. That's not too bad. And then if we paint the terrain here. So I've now got some nice dirt texture. I might actually change the colour of that. Change the colour of that concrete just to kind of blend in a bit more. It's all a bit green in here. That's not terrible. Just trying to blend that edge off a bit so it's more kind of concrete looking. And there's a drain there. I feel like I actually made that. I did. Yeah, that is crazy. Made that drain. It was before we had the vents. It is for an elephant. It is for elephants. It's a double elephant house. There's elephants on one side over this side, and then elephants on this side over here. I might do some refactoring. I feel like I'm probably going to do some refactoring, but we shall see. Right, so I don't know if that's where I want the path to be. I feel like there needs to be an actual... I feel like this probably needs to be a road, doesn't it? Like a road size. Because this is bringing in elephants in theory. Thanks very much, Robert. Yeah, so let's make this bigger. Yeah, I think that's what it had. I had one side that was like yeah, in fact this whole section should be how they move them from one to another. So this shouldn't be all quite as dressed as this. This should all be a much more sort of backstagey, I think. So let's get rid of some of this. We'll just reduce the size of that, I think, and maybe we'll put that behind like a fence. Yeah, but maybe this this is how they move one from one side. I think what I had in the original build was one side had like a pair in it, and then the other side had like a mother with infants. I mean, they're not super massive. They're not actually that big. Like the actual habitat spaces are not that huge. So I think I've asked this before. Is this and Planet Coaster much different? This is much better in terms of like graphically and yeah, it's obviously a different subject matter. Another anonymous £5. Thank you very much, peeps. Shame you can't hear the drums. Yeah, Planet Coaster is obviously a very different subject matter, and there's a bunch of features that are different. Oh, another £10 from Rayanne Gross. Awesomeness. Very, very generous. Yeah, maybe I knock back the concrete colour because it's a bit too clean looking, isn't it? I think we'll do that. Handily, my groups are terrible. Groups are so bad. So we'll make this actually the start of the road. Oh god. My groups are so bad sometimes. It's this section here. Imagine if there was a giant chip bag. Why would there be a giant chip bag? Welcome, Crizzy. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's get that off the group. I've actually been inside a rhino barn. The amount of gates to switch around 4 rhinos on and off exhibit is just insane. It's fun to work with though. Yeah, it makes sense because the thing is, the big thing, especially with I can't remember what they call it now, the specific category of animals, that they don't want the keepers in the habitats with the animals because the risk is just, it's too much. Another £10 from Jennifer Telfer, or Gemma Telfer. Thank you very much. Goodness me, it's going crazy. I wonder who this is. Obviously up Adam Smith, another £10. I wonder if this is Planet Becky's stream. I think there's like 4 or 5 people streaming at the moment. God, it's going nuts. Eden Ashby, £5. Thank you very much. Quite a lot of these names I actually do recognise as well. I think Frontier will make a city builder game. I don't know. I think they'll go. To be honest, I think they'll probably go Planet Coaster 2. Fabian, £10. Thank you very much as well. God, it's absolutely caning it tonight. 91% of the way to the target, guys. Yeah, I think they'll make. Planet Coaster 2. And then I don't know after that, really. What happens after that? I mean, I could see them making like a Planet Resort or something that's more like a kind of entertainment thing. God, what is going on with this? So is that a whole building? Oh God. Maybe we don't mind it being a different colour inside. Just for laziness sake. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're... I guess with a game like this, with someone like Frontier, like, when do you know it's done? I guess you know it's done when it's just, you know, it's just not getting enough sales anymore of of DLCs and stuff. But you think about the scope for this game still, it's enormous. Like, how many more animals could we, there's so many more animals that they could do. And now they've started to kind of return to animals they've already done. I wonder if there's, how many more DLCs they're planning. But yeah, I mean, there'll be more things. I mean, everybody is very much kind of the opinion that Planet Coaster 2 is underway. And I have to say, I haven't played. Well, I have it, but I've never really played it. And I have to say, some of the stuff I saw recently, I was watching Beyond Drew TV's stream the other day, and he's one of the original dudes who used to play, who basically came over from Coaster to Zoo, and yeah, seeing some of the stuff that they were able to do in that we don't have in this, which just doesn't really suit. £50 from Joshua, amazing, very, very cool. %91 amazeballs. As if they add birds, they just open the game up to the Steam Workshop mods. I think the game will still be like always alive. Yeah, I guess so. What's the Coaster had like the TMTK thing, which I think is basically where people can make where modding is not quite so illegitimate. Modding's a bit more official and more of a part of the game. And that, if people can make like themed kits and stuff, I think that will make a big difference. I'm not sure about these doors, but I think some of this stuff, I have a feeling when I get to the point where I've blended this all back in, Yeah, they will. He'll phase through the wall. They don't open the doors and stuff in the game. They just follow the paths. They open the habitat gate, but technically this is just like scenery to a staff member, so he'll just walk through the wall. It's just one of those things you have to kind of accept. That's how it works. So you can't create. There's very little. But that's the whole thing of me putting down the paths and stuff. I have to put down a path for them specifically to walk somewhere. And because I can't get a path to be exactly, you see, that's my narrowest piece of path. You see that the path node just goes through there, so they just walk through the wall and walk over there. Nothing you can do about that, really. There will probably be an ocean pack, I think. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see on that one, because it will be an interesting indication if they do that, or whether they decide that they're doing. Yeah, because you could have Planet SeaWorld, right? Like you could have it could be a totally different thing. And that might be the reason why we've never had we got an aquatic pack. We didn't get any fish. Is it because there's a plan to do a planet aquarium? Would that be big enough? I don't know. Would the scope of that be big enough? It feels to me like it would. It feels to me like it's kind of low-hanging fruit. Like if you've already done a Planet Zoo game, development-wise, how much harder is it to do another one, which is an aquarium thing? So it could be an entirely different game, or it could be a DLC. I'm not sure. I'd like to see more North American species, I think. Oh, 100%. I mean, I don't know any different, but I would be absolutely amazed if we don't get a North America DLC, just from a business point of view. But I said this on stream the other day. I feel like it would have to be. I think we're going to get the North America DLC when we get birds, because you can't not really do a golden eagle, I would assume. So my feeling is that when we get birds, I don't know if I want to keep these gates or redo them. When we get birds, we'll get the North America DLC. It's all brick as well. It's alright. Yeah. I don't think you could do. I don't think you'd have to do. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, what would be the build pieces for a North America pack? Would a North America pack be an animal only pack? I would say arguably, yeah. Because what would the build pieces be? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Like a theme for North America is a bit tricky, unless it's like woodland or like rusticy. Evil Puppy, thank you for the £5 donation. The animals appreciate it. Can't get any closer to that. Maybe there will be logs that you can build lodges with. Yeah. Just a bit harder because they do. I think it's when you look at the pack stuff, that's what I was saying before. The pack is all the theming things are all a bit like, yeah, they're kind of heavy hitting. Like that's very, very themey, isn't it? As I say, they're not. Whereas if you think about North American, it's just a little bit like, it's just a little bit difficult to see what that would look like. Evil Puppy, impossible. Well, there you go. An evil puppy that donates to a charitable cause, maybe not that evil. Let's maybe just bring the... Yeah, this is going to take some. This is going to take some finagling, but we'll get there. No rush. I forgot it had all like a water edge as well. All of this is all filled with water. This moat. Interesting. Cool, right. So have we actually got... Is that the right way round? Yes, it is. That one doesn't matter whether it's metal or not, because I'm going to put a wall there anyway. The trouble is with even with an animal pack for North America, you're like, okay, well, what animals would go into it? Like a... That's why I think there'd have to be a golden eagle. I think there'll probably be like a mountain lion or whatever, that sort of thing. Where's that down a notch? Why's that not on the same level? How can that be? That's a grid piece. That? I'm confused by that. How can that possibly be that that's sat down at a different height? Concrete wall floor. It's definitely a grid piece because it's snapping on a grid piece. How can it not be lining up? That's not possible. I'd like to see maybe 3 more DLCs, North America bird species and aquariums, which might cost more, but you get 15 to 20 new species and whole new mechanics. I would really like to see some different groupings, basically. Arturo's Parza? Arturo's Parza. Thank you for the £5. Very generous. The animals appreciate you. Another one. Christina Hernandez, donated £5. Very generous. Baffled by that isn't on the same line. Lynx, cougar, whitetail, Roosevelt, elk, moose, bald eagle. Yeah, I'd like to see some different groupings, like not just continent based things that are like super endangered. There's also like, what about things like bats, and there's whole other different, you could have like a mammal, whole things that are like just top ups of things. Right, let's build. Oh, in fact, actually, I could just pick up the fence set, couldn't I? That I've got. I was going to say, I could just use this fence set. Maybe I'll just use that fence set full stop and get rid of that other thing. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do that. I think I prefer that. It's built better anyway. And then it will feel like it's in keeping a bit more. It's a little bit more flimsy looking. An elephant would definitely easily push that over. Let's have a look. Maybe we make an extension to this. We make some reinforced pieces. £20 from Fabian. I think that person's already donated. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I'll use this set because I've got all of the bits for this. So let's use that. We will use that. Could always put some other bits on the side of it to like reinforce it. Let's put that there for a second. Liam Pettigrew. Peter Pettigrew's it's Peter Pettigrew. That's from Harry Potter, is that? Thank you very much for the donation. I'm thanking every one of these just on the assumption that they're in this stream, but never mind. Feels like the right thing to do. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Then we can match these into that. I could even do, maybe I'll do some like support beams coming off of it in case it gets pushed at. Like that. I think that makes it look a bit more sturdy. Yeah, let's just leave those. Yeah, alligator's a good shout, Crizzy. American alligator. We don't have any gators at all, do we? We've got crocodiles. We've got saltwater. Yeah, we've got saltwater crocodiles. We've got. What else have we got? We've got the gharials. Do we have any alligators? We've got caimans now. Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. In fact, let's make this one. Where's my set? Let's make this one the closed. Oh, I don't have a tarped version. Okay. Oh god, I'm getting lost. Right, should we do another giveaway, guys? It's coming up 2 hours, so should we do another giveaway, shall we? So let's do let's do Iris and the Giant. Let's have a quick look. Let's see if I can find Iris and the Giant. Iris and the Giant. So this is like another indie one. That's kind of cute looking. Right, let's have a quick look at this then, peeps. So this will be. Hold on, let me set this up. This looks sick. Thank you very much, Crocs. So this will be keyword again. Oh, I've missed that one. Can't read that. Thank you very much, whoever that is that's donated. Very cool. It's coming along. Right, so Iris in the chat for this one for the key. This is a PC game. It's another little indie. Oh, whoa, there, that's so loud. Right, let's watch this trailer while we wait. Hold on. Let's pause the music. Yikes alive. Right, hold on. Right, let's go over to that. Oh, it's weirdy. It doesn't tell you anything. That doesn't tell you anything about it. It looked like it was like a kind of card-based thing. Hold on, let me read the description. Iris the Giant is a fusion of collectible card game with RPG and roguelike elements. You play as Iris, who must brave her fears in her imaginary world. Behind the game's unique minimalist art style, players will explore the touching story of a young woman facing her inner demons and soothing the raging giant inside. Interesting, but it's like a card-based thing. Weird. So yeah, if you want to get involved in that one, it's free, PC. Yeah, another little kind of indie thing, but so I'll give you a few minutes on that one. Iris in the chat if you want to get into that one. And then we'll do the last, we'll do the Arctic pack at the end. Sorry, the Australia pack at the end. Crocs can't have this one. Oh, is it? It's only Crocs that's entered. Well, it will be Crocs's if no one else enters. Oh, Daniel's entered as well. No, I'm not a fan of card-based games either, but you know, it's a free game, so it doesn't matter if no one gets it. No one gets it. But if Crocs is the only one who's entered, it says you've entered as well, Daniel. Did you enter and then unenter? Oh, I can take you out. I can take you out if you want to be out. Right, what was I doing? So I was bringing this back, wasn't I? I'll put the tarps on these. So I think this will just be like, yeah, that, I mean, that would be all right. And we'll make this all like a walking section. Keep you in? Okay, cool. Well, it's only the two of you at the moment, so it's a fight to the death over Iris and the Giant, or whatever it was called. Okay, so that's going to be the same. Let's do that one over there as well. And I kind of want the gates, but I guess I could move the actual habitat gate back. I can move the habitat gate back further. I missed that donation. I think I missed the last two donations. So I can't see the names again. Right, so last chance for that one. So what did I say it was in the chat? Iris in the chat. There's only two of you in at the moment. It's 50-50 shot. Ready? Well, we'll roll it. Crocs, you got it. It's yours, Crocs. So hit me up in the Discord, dude, afterwards. Just drop me a message or join the Discord, whichever. And then I'll sort you the code out as soon as I can after. Free stuff is always nice. You can't complain about free stuff, right? Free stuff is always good. Right, I need to get back to the point where I can see those donations again. Something weird's going on. So now I'm seeing... Oh, I think it's frozen. Hold on. Let's see if we can do it over this way. Oh, I haven't got it on screen anymore, have I? That's why. There it is. Right, so if they were people in my chat donating, I apologise, but thank you very much. The animals appreciate you. There's just a lot of screen when you're trying to do like a giveaway and you've got donations happening at the same time. It's kind of crazy. Free stuff is basically free money. Exactly. Unless it's a free punch in the face. Well, that's a slightly different thing. It's a somewhat different thing. So I feel like that doesn't make sense, that configuration, does it? It should be the gate here and the habitat gate over that side. I think they'll probably rejig it. So let's move that, put that there, like there, and then move this. Does that matter? So they're gonna have to come out. It needs to come further, doesn't it? So they'll come out and they'll turn them through there. So that needs to move further back. The trouble is, because what you get is this, because you get that whole thing. Last 2 donations were from Kerry and Jessup and Anonymous. Thank you very much, Lindsay. Well done. You get that whole thing that when they place the animals back in the habitat, obviously they chuck in the box in. So they chuck the wherever you put the. This is what is always kind of silly, is that wherever you put the habitat gate is where the keeper comes in, but it's also where they unbox the animal. So as they come through, they'll chuck the elephant down. So if I put the elephant, I reckon that will be too small. We could take some of this away, to be fair. Let's move that. Let's move that away from there for a sec and move it a bit further over. And put another little drink on that, like so. Join that up there. Get rid of that, and that one, and then let's lose these. Not a big fan of this rock work anyway. It's all a bit crap looking now. So there's a trouble when you go back to an old habitat that you've used before, is like, or you built before. Like my ability to build is way better than when I built this habitat. Now I'm like, pull it all apart. That's not really the point. The point of reusing these was to save myself some time. Right, that's not too bad. Maybe let's just make that on an angle. Okay, right, and as I said before, you can always hide stuff away, so it's always better just to do and then hide. That's my attitude. It's always better to fix up than to worry about something being perfect. Because actually, sometimes in the fixing up of something or the hiding of something away is when you find a nice little creative idea for, a little detail. Okay, right. So in theory, and that's actually, that is visible. So we could do something where we can bring that. Oh, it doesn't matter too much. I was going to say, it doesn't matter too much. Right then, so let's pick up that. Let's just bring that fence set over. Where is it? I'm losing my brain. There it is. Oh, in fact, actually, it's all on another one. Michaela Fredalicious, thank you very much for the £5. Very generous. All the animals appreciate you. Go away. There it is. Okay, right, so we want one of those over here, so that I don't have to open the big gate when the keepers want to go in and out, which makes sense to me. Let's do that. Yoink. Should be good. Oh, I just realised we've got no music. Should we have the music back on? There we go. Yeah, so I think this will be all about just getting the elephants from one side of the habitat to the other and out, in theory. So yeah, this could all pretty much just be concrete. I'm gonna have to do some stuff to make it look nice, but I think it'll be alright. And then we want these ones. Oh, not that one. That one. So I'll have to make, yeah, maybe I should be making these with the reinforced pieces on them. That's alright. Let's not do one of those. So weirdly enough, I think my favourite bit in this zoo so far is the scruffy little bit. I'll show you it in a second, but the scruffy little bit behind the bus station. I think I may have asked this and missed the answer, but can animals escape enclosures if you forget to do anything, and can customers venture into enclosures if not fully boxed off? Yes and yes. You can turn that off though. So what you can, see all these different settings basically. So when you start playing, you want to play with these things like on, like to, yeah. So things like making sure that you're looking after the animals and that animals are not escaping, all that sort of stuff. So some things will have like, yeah, like monkeys would climb over a fence, for example, if you didn't have it as like climb proof and those sorts of things. And yeah, guests will do things like that as well. Sorry, guests will if animals get where guests are, then the guests run away. Certain animals, obviously. So I don't currently have a habitat gate, do I? Where am I going to put the habitat gate? I want to hide the habitat gate, so this is actually my way into the habitat. How am I going to do that? Do you get fines and reputation hit, etc.? Yes, you do. So there is an inspector. Again, all of that you can turn off when you've had enough of bothering with it. But there is an inspector that comes around, and that yeah, if like an animal's unwell or it's escaped or all those sorts of things. But also you get hit in the tickets and stuff as well. So people will ask for a refund. So there's various different game modes, Daniel. This is like a franchise mode and then a sandbox mode. So what I'm playing is a sandbox mode. So because I've played franchise and kind of ended up being like, okay, I'm done with that now. I just want to be creative and have fun. And so in the sandbox mode, you can turn those things off, so you don't have to worry about them. But yeah, if you have guests, basically, if you have guests unhappy for various different reasons, yeah, that can be everything from like there's not enough, I don't know, there's not enough stuff that they can see, or that it's like too hot or whatever, right through to, yeah, they got chased away by a lion. Certain animals, all animals. Tortoise escaped, all the guests ran away. Yeah, it's true. It's true, they're cretins. Right, so that I think that would do us as our first kind of pen, but how am I going to get... I wonder if a keeper, if I swap that out with the open gate, I wonder if the keeper can actually get through there. Yeah, this is the problem, isn't it? Because I have to put that habitat gate in. Again, this is like null habitat gate would be a really cool addition to the game. So I don't want to use the actual in-game gate. I want to use this. And then I guess I need to put... Oh, maybe what I could do... I feel like I've moved this barrier like 3 times now, but I guess I could put the barrier actually here and put the habitat gate like there. Maybe. Most zoos let peacocks roam free, don't they? That's always fun to see. Yeah, you can do that. So there are walk-in habitats that you can add. Thank you, Gina Venus, for the £5. Very generous. So I've done that in a few zoos. I've put in peacocks that are kind of just wandering about. Gotta deal with this bulbousness. That's probably gonna have to be. That's probably gonna have to be rock. Let's unearth this post. Okay, so have we got path in there? No, we don't. Right. So if we put the barrier, the gate, sorry, in there, can we hide it? In my fence? Not really. Oh god. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong way around anyway. Come here! Disappear! There we go. Snap into these things now. There we go. So it should be that way round. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, so you can make the fence. You can make the fence with it null, but you can't make the actual actual gate part null, which is what I wanted to do. Thank you, Eslin, for the £5. You're awesome. 95% we're up to. James Thornby, thank you for the £10. You're awesome, peoples. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so there's my path. And I want the path to go through there. So we do this. So maybe what I could do is like double up the fences. Yeah, that would probably work. I could double up the fences to hide that. Hide the barrier. Is that linked? I can't actually tell. I think it has. Right, so get rid of that. Okay, so then can I just link? No, I'll do a path node. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if the pathing stuff was just easy? not a pain. Okay, that'll do. We can get away with that. Another £10 from James Thornby. James Thornby is killing it. Okay, right. Let's get rid of that. Eventually, we'll actually get some elephants in this episode or in this stream. So it needs to be a closed gate. So that one. And so I'm thinking if I kind of just do that and then I do the same on the other side, it's a bit crap, but it's not the worst. And then that links on. Oh, that's all a bit low. That link's on there. She wants to come in already. She's like, yeah, come in here, let's do it. Let's go in here. And then I need to probably need to do something to link that together. Right, that's outside. Let's do this. I feel like the elephants are going to be massive compared to this fence. A bit worried. I'm going to have done all this and I'm going to look at the elephants against it and be like, they're way too big. Just walk out of the habitat. Bridget McKenzie with a £10 donation. Okay, right. So let's actually get a damn elephant in and have a look. Garrett Erickson with a £5 donation as well. I wonder who else is streaming tonight. I'm very intrigued to know. There was a whole schedule of people, so yeah, tonight is the last night of the weekend, so there will be a whole. I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of different people streaming. Right, so let's get a big fella in. African elephant. Pity there are no such things as pygmy elephants. Yeah. Oh, Paulsley's streaming, is he? Oh right, that'll be it then. Is that on Twitch or on YouTube? I think Planet Becky was as well. Oh, Paulsley will be getting them all in then. Paulsley will be getting them all. Alright, let's get a big fella. Let's get one of these big fellas. Oh, you're not very good though, are you? You're a bit crap as well. Let's have one of these. On Twitch. Oh yeah, I think he's only on Twitch now. I think he's stopped doing the chubs. Yeah, so this is obviously £10 from Owen Coles as well. This is obviously like a shared donation thing. £100. Yikes! From Anonymous. That anonymous person is very generous. Oh, Mrs. T is as well, is she? Oh, right. Didn't realise she was streaming tonight. All the crew. Jimfield. I'm kind of glad you guys haven't got the drums, because it is a bit much. I have to say, it is a bit much. It goes on for ages. And when they're not people in your chat. Okay, right. That's there's a big fella. Right, how are you for scale? It isn't a person, it's a group of cyber terrorists. Well, if they're a group of cyber terrorists donating money, then we don't mind, do we? What do we think? Yeah, you guys haven't got it. I've got the drums. You're lucky. They do go on for a little while, to be fair. But the other thing is that, like, I haven't got any control of it, so I can't turn it down or anything. It's all just because there's a thing that you can like just not have, because it's someone else's overlay thing. It's not mine. They are very awesome, though, aren't they? Look at this guy, Stephen. Stephen. £15 from Kelly. Awesomeness. Yeah, actually, this little donation bar thing, I scaled it down as well because it was huge. Hello, big legend. Right, so what do we think? Do we think this looks... I don't know. I feel like it's not... It looks a bit flimsy for an elephant. Like an elephant could definitely push that over. That's not good either. That's different. Considering I've got like the supports that I've got everywhere else inside this habitat, they're all pretty chunky, like way chunkier. Oh, I think it's alright. I think it'll have to be alright. Because it needs to feel like it's in keeping with the rest of it. Can't know why that's not moved on the same level. Right, I think let's do our last giveaway, shall we? So this is for the this one will be for the Australia DLC, which is definitely arguably one of the best ones, I think. Let's push that in. Another £10 from Anonymous. Oh no, why's that not disappearing? That's because of the gate. I can't be bothered to take that out. We'll just have to make that work. Do something with some rocks there, I think. Right, so let's do the last giveaway. So this is for the last. This is for the last key. This is the Australia DLC, Planet Zoo. So obviously you have to have the base game. So it will be. Let's have the keyword again, and the keyword will be koala in the chat. So koala. Anybody who wants this one. It's a good one, this one. Definitely one of the best, I would say. The best thing about this DLC that the babies actually give, they if you have a kangaroo, or I think is it just the kangaroo? Maybe it's the koalas as well, but the koala babies actually come out of a pouch. You can only enter once, Daniel, but you're the only one entered so far, so your odds are high. So koala in the chat, peeps. I wonder if when they do, there's that evil puppy again with another £5. I wonder if when they do elephant habitats, like, are they built to withstand an elephant trying to escape? I guess they have to be. This doesn't feel like it's strong enough. Another 30 quid from Paige. God, they are absolutely killing it over there. Awesomeness. The evil puppy is not so evil, exactly. Maybe just misunderstood. So yeah, Australia DLC, guys. Koala in the chat if you want to be entered for that. And this is the last one of the night. We hit the 5,000. I'm not called into my thing. 99.9%. Oh, it just ticked over. Awesome work, everyone. Awesome stuff. Super cool. Just puts up a tough exterior. What evil monkey? Yeah. Yeah, that is so cool. It's really nice to. I think the big thing is just it's nice to see like people coming together for things, even if it. As I said before, I feel like it's just a bit of it. It's just the that it sends out a message that's kind of nice. Kelly Mislier donated £5. Very cool. Takes a minute to update the target after a donation. Yeah, looks like it. Sometimes it seems to come up like basically straight away. Another one from Fabian. Awesome. Right, anybody else for the koala, or is it all Daniels? Shall we do the spin anyway? Koala in the chat, guys. Koala in the chat. Not literally a koala in the chat. Yeah, it takes a minute to update the target. The total, yeah. Yeah, I think that looks alright. So some of these... Oh, he's coming over to check it out. What do you think, big guy? Do you think you can get through there? Please don't try and get through my fence. But they could definitely get him through that gate, couldn't they? And they could definitely get him through there. I don't understand how that is not in alignment. I don't understand. It's really confusing me. Doesn't matter too much, but... Don't see a koala. So nobody else wants to enter for the koala. I mean, it's gonna be. I'll spin it anyway. For the final DLC of the night. Right, should this be? So I've got the desert rock everywhere. I'm not even sure I want the desert rock everywhere. Kind of tempted to place all of this rock. Not tonight, obviously, but right, let's put him out of his misery. Spin the wheel. Nobody else wants to enter. All you got to do is press type koala in the chat for the final Planet Zoo DLC. I guess the trouble is when you're giving away DLCs for a game you're playing, most of the people that are watching are probably going to be people that have already got the DLCs. Right, here we go then. We're spinning it, the grand spin. There you go, Daniel. Message me in the Discord afterwards, dude. Congratulations. What a hard fought win that was. Just like to thank. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's often going to be the case, isn't it, Elephant? I think we'll just take a little bit more of that away. Touch and go then for the second, yeah. He was sweating. He was sweating it. I mean, it's kind of tight. It is a bit small, but I think that's probably alright. So we'll pretty much have... We'll have this run all the way down. Welcome back, Elephant. Right. So that is part of that. Let's get all of this together. Yeah, as I was saying, it's just kind of nice to. It's kind of nice for these things to be like a bit of a, you know, a collective effort of community things are kind of nice. So yeah, well done to Paulsley for organising it and for getting so many good people involved. Expecting an influx of last minute entries. See you, Elephant. Yeah, he's worked really hard on it, so yeah, fair dues to him. I'm trying to decide. I feel like that's kind of massive. Yeah, nearly my bedtime as well. Well, not really bedtime, but I think I'll probably be. Yeah. In fact, shall we call it? I think maybe we'll call it a day there. 2.5 hours in. So I think we've done all right. We've got it in place anyway. It's got a lot of work to do on it still. So I'm thinking this will just probably be, yeah, a mechanic to get them up and down, and maybe there needs to be a bigger kind of loading area here. I get them in and out of the different ones. Right, peeps. Yeah, let's call it a day there. I'm going to probably jump over to Paulsley's stream if you're still around. Jump over to Paulsley's. Paulsley on YouTube. He's the guy that organised all of this. Thank you to anyone who donated, and not even if you donated, just for the support and the being around and all that sort of thing. It's all good. Thank you very much. Yes, do not forget to like. And yeah, and if I don't get you straight away, hopefully I've seen a bunch of messages in my Discord anyway, so hopefully I'll sort those out pretty much straight away. And I shall catch you peeps on the next one. I don't have an end screen, so it's actually just going to end because I'm on a different. Oh, actually, no, I can probably just press my normal end screen. Oh, no, nothing happened. Nothing worked. All right, take it easy, peeps. Have a good one.